Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Nashville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the bootleg, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
Jones pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, Freeman. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Freeman, 51 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Titans nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle by O'Shea.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Logan Ryan on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go,
There's a hush indeed. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
14-yard line.
The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Giants.
Now Jones on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find out.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ, recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Steps away to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Go.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Tate's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Complete to Dion Lewis.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54 is mark. 54 is mark. Check, check. Right 54. Right 54.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Damian Rattling, 34 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. On first down, it's Tannehill. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jones' pass, incomplete. Intended for
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
By
Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day, so it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Taken down at the 30.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. He'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Dexter.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Caught right side, Tate. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head scheme going.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
At the 41.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They have the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he's going to score.